Now first up is going to be a 1974 $1 bill. So this Federal Reserve note here has a printed fold error. So obviously you can see that the bill has been folded. We got the seal and the serial number printed over the back, the reverse design of the bill. So really interesting, you actually got two reverse bills there because you got the top one and the bill that it was supposed to be printed on. So really obvious type of error, you know, something like this, very, very extreme. And of course, this $1 bill sold for over $800 because of that error. Next up is a 1977. Now this obviously is a noticeable type of error as well. You see this little tab here on the right side of the bill. Now we also see that the seal, the green seal there is not all the way printed on there. So really cool type of error. This is a 1977 $1 bill, and this Federal Reserve note here sold for over $330. Now, of course, the condition always matters as well. This is in very good condition. Moving on to a 1977. Now, this is really cool because it is a tear on the bill. So it's a printed tear error taking place here. Now, sorry about that. I had my error on and I forgot. And when I started recording this, I totally forgot. It just turned off. So sorry if there's any audio issues there. Now, this is a 1977 $1 bill. You see that the seal and serial number is printed over the tear. So you see the reverse of the bill as a result of that tear, and then the seal and seals were printed after that tear took place. So really cool dollar bill here. This Federal Reserve note sold for over $1,100. $1,100. Now this might be one of my favorites of the video. This is really just bizarre type of error taking place on this dollar bill. It is a piece of craft paper and a piece of tape. Now this is on the bill. It's actually taped, you see here on the reverse, taped around here to the back of the bill, and then that piece of paper is taped to the front. And then the seal and serial number was printed after that. So really interesting here. 1981 dollar bill in excellent condition, sold for over $7,000. That's right, $7,000. Now here, these are some of my favorite types of errors. Very obvious, you know, if you're going through bills from the bank or, you know, just in your wallet that you get in change, you know, this is pretty simple. You don't have to look or inspect, you know, up close or anything. This is a 1985 bill with multiple types of errors, and this dollar bill sold for over $1,400, $1,400. And it's also not in the best condition really, so you know it's not like a top graded bill or anything like that. Now this is an obvious type of error as well. It's a 1985 Federal Reserve notes, and we see that taking place here on the right side of the bill. We actually see parts of the serial number here as well. And then here on the back, you know, I think that kind of speaks for itself, this fold over error here. And this dollar bill sold for over $400. Moving on to a cutting error. Of course, you know, the bill was supposed to be cut. Not at this point. It was supposed to be cut there towards the middle where the bill is. It's a 1988 Federal Reserve notes, and this dollar bill here sold for over $1,800 as a result of that error. Now this bill here is not in the best condition. It is from 1988 as well. It's got a double face print error, so nothing really here on the reverse of the bill, but here on the front of the bill, we see that doubling that looks almost like 3D look. If you haven't seen my other currency videos and coin videos, definitely check out those, especially my rare currency videos, rare dollar bills to look for. I show a lot more of these in those other videos. So this dollar bill sold for around $575. Here is another dollar bill from 1995. Now this is pretty extreme here. It's got multiple different errors. It's got a large gutter coupled with a neat cut and a fold over error taking place. This is awesome. 1995. You see how the bill was folded and printed. So the fold is actually extended out. You know, someone's like took it from being folded in to folding it out. That way you can see the whole bill. So really awesome, one of a kind here. This bill sold for over $3,000. Now this is pretty similar here, this $1995 bill, kind of similar to the other one that we looked at, partially an inverted back to face offset error taking place here. And this dollar bill sold for over $5,000. $1,000. And of course, really nothing going on here on the reverse. Now here are two $1 bills that sold together. They have, you know, these green ink smears taking place. It's actually the green ink coming through from the reverse of the bill. And these two $1 bills sold together combined for over $900. Not bad, 900 bucks for $2. Now here is, you know, pretty noticeable type of error as well. This is just an obstructed printing error taking place here. And this 1995 $1 bill sold for over $700. Now here is a $20 bill. Now this is from 1996. Doesn't have any fancy type of serial numbers or anything. You know, you may look at this and not really think much about it, you know, if you're going through $20 bills. You know, this is a magnetic inking error taking place. So it's missing all that ink. You see where those lines of ink are missing on the bill. And this $20 bill sold for over $160. Here's another $20 bill, pretty self-explanatory. We're missing all that printing over there as a preface print foldover error is taking place. And this 1996 $20 bill sold for over $700. And of course, this bill here is in very good condition, so you know that will help with the value as well. Now here is a 2003 dollar bill. Now you don't see really nothing here on the front of the bill, but here on the reverse, we see that ink smear taking place, and that will give the bill a lot of value. This $1 bill sold for over $600. 600 buckaroos. Now here's an error that I really like. Man, could you imagine finding something like this? You know, how does this actually get out into circulation? You know, that's what I want to know. So we actually see part of the bill, you know, that obviously isn't supposed to be there. So this $10 bill here from 2006 sold for over $320. Not bad for 10 bucks. Here's a 2006 $1 bill, this Federal Reserve note here. Again, we have a printed tear error. So similar to the one that we looked at earlier in the video, this has got the tear down the middle, and then we have the seal actually printed there on the bill after it was torn. So really awesome. This bill sold for over $900. Here is a 1969 $1 bill. You know, if you're not really looking for anything, and you're just going through them really fast and not inspecting them, you know, you could possibly miss this, but to me, it's pretty noticeable. You're missing a print error. You got the green seal on one side, but you're missing the black seal here on the opposite side of the bill. Now here on the back, looks, you know, pretty normal, perfectly normal, nothing wrong. So, you know, check your bills closely. And of course, if you check out my other dollar bill videos, I show you different serial numbers to actually look for that can make those bills valuable. Now, this specific bill here sold for over $300. 300 bucks. Let's look at this $5 bill and get to why it's actually worth money. Now, this bill, you can see on the serial number that it's got all threes. So that is a solid serial number, a solid threes all the way across, and it's in very good condition. So that is what's gonna give the bill value. This $5 bill sold for over $2,300. $2,300, not too bad. Now this is a 2009 $2 bill. Now this one is not a solid. However, you can see that it's got all those zeros and then ends in a 1. That means it's a very low serial number. So it's pretty, the lowest you can get, I guess. You know, it's 1. Plus it's got a star next to the 1. So that is a star note as well. So that's really unique to have that star plus that the lowest serial number that you can get there. This $2 bill sold for over $17,000. And of course, if you do find one of these bills with this type of serial number, if it's in really bad condition, of course, it's not going to sell for the same exact prices of these. It's really going to be determined on the condition of the bill as well. But that doesn't mean that it can sell. It's still definitely going to sell. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.